Hey, pleasant good day, everybody. This is Joe Borg. This is my next video on the Flyers Nitty Gritty YouTube page. If you like what we're doing, please hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom. Jamie, Yarif, myself, and all our great others. Lance, of course, has been on the podcast. Chris, everybody does great stuff for us. So please, if you like what we're doing, hit the like and subscribe button below. And this is just going to be my next prospect profile video on Yegor Zamula, who, of course, is here with us in camp. He is definitely a black ace, probably a magnified black ace, a guy that has all the talent in the world, and he was seen working out with our strength and conditioning coaches to work on power play stuff, let alone just 5-on-5 stuff, which makes me think he has a very good chance of playing in these playoffs, or at least in the round robin, and especially in the exhibition. So he's a guy, he started with the Regina Pats, struggled a bit in the WHL, went to the Hitmen, and has literally hit it since, for lack of a better way to say it, excuse the pun, because he's been going off since hitting the Hitmen. He went to a team he was able to get more minutes. He wasn't buried on a team that was loaded as one of the best teams in the WHL, and then really break into his game. And when they had him before the draft, what was very interesting, hockey writers, who of course writes very good stuff. They're never going to say something they don't think has a very good chance of happening. They had him between the 4th and 6th. And of course, he went undrafted, as we know. And what I said in my article and past things when I've talked about Zamula on other podcasts and stuff is he's a guy other people didn't not recognize the talent. It's that I don't think they thought the rawness and all that could be puzzled together and put into a perfect solution so quickly, where he's already ready pretty much to be in the NHL if you so choose to have him be up at the age of 20 for the first time in this postseason. He killed it obviously in big game when he went to the Hitmen, excuse me. They were a rebuilding team in his first year. Then that next year they were actually able to make the postseason. And in 11 of those games he had 7 points with 7 assists. So he was moving the puck around, really facilitating everybody and being that quarterback. Well, he was also that mega quarterback, not just for the Hitmen last year and in 2018-19 when he also killed it in the playoffs in big moments already. He was fantastic in the World Juniors. He was, like Chris said, or does Flyers Fan Mania 93 and works for us at Flyers Nitty Gritty. Definitely check him out. He does amazing things. He was the best player for Russia in that World Juniors Championship tournament when they captured the silver medal. He had 5 points in 7 games with 2 goals and 3 assists. Only 6 total penalty minutes. Was good on both sides of the puck. Was their quarterback. He's shown that he's a player that has the ability to be a quarterback at the power play, but also get back, make plays, be on the PK as well. He's great at making the first pass out of his zone. His upside is honestly to be able to eventually play with Provy if he wants to, but they're both left-handed, so I don't think that matchup's going to go. But I'm saying just in terms of how good those two players are, he could definitely play up there. So he's probably going to be second line. I would say he matches up potentially swimmingly, especially with how well another undrafted guy, Myers, has been playing on both sides of the puck with AV. He develops and can go swimmingly as a combo great young line of two guys that know how to move the puck and also know how to get back. So imagine how very, very, very effective and efficient a line like that could be. You have two guys that are pretty quick on their skate, especially for being able to use their skating ability and their size as well. Myers is getting better at that. Zamula is going to get better at that as well, as he's already pretty good at it as he grows and all that. So he's a guy that I just really like his game. I like how he's able to just kind of take what's given to him at the level he plays the game. He's a guy that is smart in situations. He's a very intelligent hockey in the wits IQ, like a lot of the guys we draft, and he's great away from the puck. You never get to just see him wandering or anything like that. He's obviously a very accurate passer, as we highlighted from his playoff stats and from his stats in the World Juniors for quarterbacking the power play. And he's a very effective positional defender, and also he's gotten way better over time. He has always had a very good shot. The problem was sometimes he would be too passive, as you could see a bit from those playoff stats. Those are all great stats, but he has a very good shot, so you might want to use it. He did that this past year, so being able to make that great facilitating pass and being more confident. And I don't think it's more confident. I think it's more just play style, having a coach that says, yeah, light it on, lay it on the net, and light that net up, obviously with the goal light, and have all that happen. I think AV system works perfect for Zamula. He's a guy that can get up and back. He's a guy that could pair well with Myers because lefty righty. That's why I really like that matchup. Now next year he could also potentially pair with Niskanen, who's again will be lefty righty, and then you could have Provy potentially pair with Myers. So there's different things to do there, or in these postseason, because I believe Zamula as a black ace, as the final topic for this video, has a very good chance of one. He's definitely going to play, I believe, in the exhibition and round robins to get a chance. I was worried about his back initially. He came back. He's looked amazing. He's played swimmingly. He's looked so good, fluent. Any videos that they had, it hasn't been a lot, but anything they've released, he's looked so good. And to me, that takes away the doubts. So I trust them on their decision. If they decide to put him in, I believe it could be a game-altering decision in a good way, because he can be a guy that's a huge difference maker right away. The way that he moves the puck, the way that he plays the game, and the way that he has offense combined with defense, compared to Hager, who's a great defenseman, played fantastic for us this year, but obviously doesn't have the same capabilities in the offensive end. But it's going to be an interesting decision. The Flyers have a great problem to have of a lot of defenders now. With Zamula coming in, you have Ghost coming back to try to figure out who you're putting in. This is a fantastic problem that this prospect has created for us because of how well he's played. And again, Hextall honed in. We got Myers undrafted, and now we got Zamula undrafted. Both of them might end up playing on the same line, like I said, because I like that pairing. Imagine if that becomes an immaculately great defense line and they're two undrafted people. Let's just give a shout out to the scouting department. I mean, how great does that make your scouting department look? You have two undrafted people on the same line, one owning it from the left-handed side, the other owning it from the right-handed side. That is absolutely fantastic. But this has been a quick video on Zamula, who is a guy that is going to be fantastic in this league. We might see him in the playoffs. We might see him kind of burst onto the scene like a Hughes, a McCarr, people like that, and really play very well. So he's a guy that I think has the capabilities of doing that. I know Chris, again, talked about that as well in the past. So he's a guy that I know can do that as well. But this has been a quick video on Yegor Zamula. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Peace out, everybody. And again, if you like what you're seeing and watching and listening to on our podcast, please like and subscribe below on the Flyers Nitty Gritty YouTube channel. Peace out, everyone.